right. Hey, I'm back. If you've seen me before, you may know that I used to be on YouTube for about 6 months or so, and I stopped about 3.5 years ago. I made my last video, and now I am back. So when I originally started YouTube, my channel was titled Journey at 30, and the idea was that I would be documenting my life through my 30s. Well, I'm about to be 35 next month, and things have changed a little bit from when I first started my YouTube channel in 2020, essentially. So I'm here to bring you guys up to speed and chat a little bit about what's been going on and what the new direction of my channel will be. So if you have never seen me before, my name is Amanda and I am a book reseller. As you can tell, I'm surrounded by books, and this is what I have shifted into over the past few years as I've been navigating my life in my 30s. So when I started the channel back in 2020, I still had a full-time job and I was doing a lot of financial videos. I was doing a lot of budgeting style videos. I was talking a lot about how I was kind of getting out of debt and as well as saving for my future. And while I'm still doing a lot of those things, and I am going to be sharing those on this channel, so if that's what you've originally subscribed for and you like that type of content, that will still be here. But now a lot of it is going to be geared towards what I'm doing currently, which is being a full-time reseller. I am a full-time media seller, mostly books for all ages. I have a lot of children's books behind me, but I do sell adult and young adult books as well as educational material. But I also sell a lot of media, so DVDs, and that's pretty much it. A lot of books and DVDs. And then my main other love is plush, stuffed animals, stuffies. So since 2020, I have fully transitioned into being a reseller. I wanted to start documenting this side of my life. I'm at a point where I've been in business for going on 4 years. I have a pretty stable business and I have a really good daily workflow that I do to make this business run. And I just decided it's about time to start sharing that with people. I think it's very interesting watching other resellers. I am a huge consumer of reseller content, so I figured I'd throw some of it out there myself. I do think I do some things a little differently. I'm not a clothing seller. I don't do anything like shoes or bags. I really focus on the books. That is my main love and joy. So my videos and my channel will be really documenting the processes of being a bookseller and how I go from start to finish with acquiring and selling and shipping my books. I primarily sell on a few different platforms like many resellers, but I do focus on Whatnot as my main source of income. If you're not familiar with Whatnot, Whatnot is a live auction selling platform where people can sell all types of items, and I absolutely love it. I go live multiple times a week. Outside of Whatnot, I do also sell on eBay, very part-time, and then Facebook Marketplace. So those are my big sources of online selling. I have my office here, but I also have an in-person shopping experience next door, which is my local in-person store that people can come in and shop. All right, so as far as what I expect from this channel, what I plan on doing coming back to YouTube is documenting my processes as a reseller. I want to share with you how I personally start to finish do the whole process of selling books. So since I sell primarily live, I don't have to do a lot of listing, which is great because I hate listing. It is the bane of my existence. It's my least favorite thing, which is why I'm not really on eBay and Facebook, because on Whatnot, you don't have to do a lot of listings. So I'll explain more in the future how I sell on Whatnot, because I'm sure a lot of you are like, well, how do you do that if you don't have to make listings? I will definitely make a lot of Whatnot themed YouTube videos moving forward, as Whatnot is my main priority and passion. So I will be sharing that kind of content with you guys. So the first goal of creating this YouTube channel is to obviously capture and share the content of what it's like as a day in the life of a reseller, the behind the scenes. What does it take to kind of buy something from a thrift store and then sell it to somebody in the world and then turn that profit and do that again, rinse and repeat. And so I want to share what that looks like. How do I do what I do in case what you do is similar? Maybe you are also a media seller or a book seller. And to be quite frank, I don't think there's a whole lot of representation for media sellers, especially book sellers. There are definitely people who do Amazon, and there's people who do DVDs, VHS, CDs, vinyl, things like that. I really do dabble primarily in books for all ages, and I really want to share what that looks like to people. And I think that's a very underrepresented niche on YouTube. So if I can give a little insight into how it looks, maybe I can help you when you're either thinking about getting into books, scaling your book business, or just in general starting a reselling business and you want to start with books. So that's going to be the big priority, is just capturing content and sharing it with you all. My second goal is I want to overall increase the sales of my business. I know that YouTube brings in a whole another workload into my life if I decide to embark on this journey again. So in order to do this, what my partner and I decided to do is we are going to do this together. He's going to step in and take a lot of the workload off. So not only is he going to be doing YouTube, but he's actually going to take over my entire shipping department, essentially. So after I sell the books and they are lying all over the floor in bundles and I need to go in there and ship sometimes upwards of 50, 60 individual packages after one single show, he's going to come in, he's going to take over that workload and allow me to free up some time. So I'm going to be able to help grow and develop things inside of my business to create more income. So my second goal is to increase my sales overall on a weekly basis. And so far, just in the 2 weeks that we've been started, that's already come to fruition. As I mentioned, I originally was a finance channel. I focused a lot on lifestyle and how we budget our money and what we do with our money. I did a no spend challenge. That was kind of what my original channel was all about. And I'm going to bring that into these videos as well. I'm going to be focusing on finance. I want to talk about how do I run my personal and business expenses? How do I keep things separate? How do I know how much money I have to spend on inventory? Am I saving for taxes? So we're going to talk about that stuff as well. And then my last and final goal with creating a YouTube channel or coming back to YouTube is that I overall want to find some more joy in my life. I'd like to personally just work less. And so by outsourcing my shipping, I'm already taking a lot off of my plate. With that, I'm really hoping that I'm able to find time to do things that I find more enjoyable. I take one day off a week, and I'm hoping that during the week, I now have a little bit more time to just go and do some things that make me happy and fill up my bucket so that I can just find a little bit more time to relax, unwind, decompress, and be ready for another week of work. Because this business really is a rinse and repeat business. You are doing the same thing Monday through Sunday every week on repeat. All right, so wrapping up, let's just go over what you guys can expect to see here moving forward on this YouTube channel. First off, obviously I mentioned a lot of behind the scenes content. It's gonna be a lot of a day in the life, how I'm doing things, how my business runs. Next, I wanna do a lot of Q&A style. So please follow me on Instagram, follow me on Whatnot, follow me here on YouTube. I am the same name across all socials. So send me your questions, tell me below in the comments what you wanna see, and I will make videos on it. We're gonna talk a lot about Whatnot. So if you're not familiar with Whatnot, or you kind of heard about Whatnot, but you're not sure what it is, definitely make sure you're subscribing, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of content regarding Whatnot. And then lastly, I am very far from a lifestyle channel, but I do like to talk a lot about positivity and mindset and just how taking one step forward and not being stagnant is very important. Life moves very quickly, and when I started this channel 4 or 5 years ago, I just can't believe that this is where I am in life now. I would have never imagined that that's kind of how different my life could look just in 2 or 3 years. So I want to document a little bit of my life and what I'm doing. If you've liked what you've seen and you would like to follow along on this journey as I continue through being 30, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Definitely hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time that I post a new video. We will be planning on posting on Wednesdays weekly for now, and moving forward maybe more in the future. Again, follow me on Instagram at ReselleMaven, because that's where I'm going to post a lot of daily content on my stories. And as always, if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you've made it this far in the video, I'm going to assume that you did enjoy what you watched. So please hit that like button, drop a comment below, and make sure you're following. And thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, I really appreciate the support. I can't wait to share more content with you every week, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I think that was good. Plot twist, it wasn't recording the entire time.
I'm just seeing how awkward you get.
I'm not gonna get awkward.